My father have a car. What did I say? Have? No. My father has a car. Am I right? No, it's like my father. My father have a car. If you're this very person in me right now and you have the same problem, sit down and let me tell you the right thing to say. In few minutes time, you'll be glad you met a video like this. Therefore, if you've seen my video for the first time, this video is to help you improve your spoken and written English and make you confidently expressing yourself in the use of English. So, if this is the kind of video you've been looking for, do well to like, share, and subscribe. When you subscribe, please turn on the notification button so that you will always be notified each time I upload a video like this. Let's go to the board. Today, I want to do more on the simple present tense. If you've not watched that video, I think you're missing a lot. Go back and look for that video. That was the place I thought do does. I do, you do, we do, they do, he does, she does, he does, everybody does. You'll see all of this and more in that very video. Please do well to watch that video. So, similar to that, I want to do something still related on the simple present tense. So, in today's video, we are going to see how to use the verb to have and other main verbs. There are millions of verbs, remember, but I promise to do justice to many of them using some of the verbs. All right. So we say I have, we have the verb to have, you have, they have, he, she, it has, and here we call it indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun. And whenever you have any of this, just bear in mind that it will always take has. So we can take our song again by saying, I have, you have, we have, they have, she has, it has, he has, everybody has. That is how to use the verb to have. From I, the first person, down to they would always take have. But once it is the third person singular, we call he, she, it. Third person singular. Once it is this, we take has. Okay. We go to the next, which is some main verbs. We want to see how to express ourselves with these pronouns and some of the main verbs here. Let's see how to do it. I speak. We speak. You speak. They speak. He, she, it speaks. You add an S. Now I want you to take proper note here. Observe the changes you're going to see. Observe the changes. Let's go. I pass, we pass, you pass, they pass. And once it comes to the third person singular, he, she, it, we say passes. We go to the next. I fix, we fix, you fix, they fix. He, she, it fixes. He fixes my car so well. That's why I love him as my mechanic. He fixes my car so well. Okay, she passes English so well. Correct. Okay, let's go to the next. Teach. I teach, we teach, you teach, they teach. He, she, it teaches. He teaches mathematics. She teaches English. Make sure that you note the verbs that would always take es and not s. I started with some of them last week. The verbs that end with o, like go, the verb that ends with ch. As you can see, we have the word teach. And here we have teaches when it is third person singular, teaches and goes. So here we have goes and here we have teaches when it is third person singular. Is that okay? And I also told you verbs that end with sh. For example, wash. So we have washes for third person singular. He, she, and it. Don't forget. Okay. And another verb I gave today is another verb that ends with double S. Passes. Is that okay? And I gave another one, the verb that ends with X. Whenever you have any of those verbs and you're talking about the third person singular in the simple present tense or present simple tense, they're the same. Always add es to a verb that ends with o, a verb that ends with ch, and a verb that ends with sh, and a verb that ends with double s, and the one that ends with x. Okay, and that is why we have these differences at the level of the third person singular and the indefinite pronoun. And the last is eat. I eat, we eat, you eat, they eat, he, she, it, eats. You add an S. And when it is everyone, remember it can be anyone, anything, anybody. And it can be everyone, everything, everybody. And it can be someone, something, somebody. Anyhow it comes, we always see it as a singular. So we say everybody eats, everyone eats. Now come with me. Let me teach you how to use them in a sentence, in the kinds of sentence you may have in English. All right. With these structures, we're going to apply the use of has or have, starting from number 1 down to number 5. And from number 6 to number 8, we're going to choose from the verbs right in the bracket. Are we together? Let's do this. Okay. Mr. Philip have a family. Mr. Philip is a singular person, what we call the third person singular. We can say he. So he has a family. Correct. Number 2. Does the geese have food? Does the geese has food? Which one do you think is correct? Remember, geese is plural. The singular form of geese is goose. Therefore, if this is more than one goose, we can say, does the geese have food? Correct. I hope you're still there with me. Let's do this together. Number 3. One of the women has a big pot. Which one do you think is correct? One of the women. We are not going to work with women. We are going to work with one of. Whenever you have an expression like this and you hear one of the women, we are talking about one, not the general women. So we say one of the women has a big pot. I hope you're still there. Number 4, everything, everyone, everybody, remember, has an end. This is a kind of indefinite pronoun. Everybody, everyone, no one, everybody, everything, has, not have. Okay, somebody. Oh, I've already filled it. Sorry about that. Somebody has a pen. Somebody has a pen. Now from 6 to 8, we are going to select a correct verb from the brackets to complete the structures. So number 6, the women's ministry. Do you say function or functions? Think about it. The women's ministry functions well. The women's ministry function well. Of course, we are looking at ministry here, not women, but women's ministry, indicating ownership. Good. But here we are working with the ministry, and here we say functions. Functions. Correct. Now we go to number 7. The mice is destructive, are destructive. What do you think we should say? Mice and geese are the same. They are plural. They are not singular. So the singular form of mice is mouse. Therefore, we say the mice are destructive. And the last but not the least, everybody drinks water. If you have the answer, drop it right under the comment section. But if you were with me up to this moment, I am so glad. I'm super excited that you did. That was pretty good. And I'm going to score you 7 on 7 if you were able to smash all. And who did that? Bravo. See you in my next class. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Do turn on the notification button so that you will always get videos like this each time I upload them. Bye. See you in my next class.